Good to see you, Terry. Thank you very much. Everyone else? Just everyone, just have it to all panelists, everyone, where it says we click in the chat so I can see everyone could read their chat. Good to see you. A couple other people I just want to hear from. Greg, could you hear okay? Gillis, Dan, Victor, just a double check. All right, good. All right, traders, welcome. My name is Fausto from Cyber Trading, and we're going to talk about basically the uncertainties of the market, how to trade today's markets. I mean, we had a hell of a roller coaster these last couple of weeks, basically. But for shockingly, it's been a really good summer. Usually summers are really slow, but it's been actually working out pretty well. And I'm going to show you how to trade today's markets. I'm going to show you the big secrets of what traders do that most people, ordinary investors, fail, and why it's such a big failure rate. And hopefully we're going to make some of you really good traders just by following a couple of little simple tips that we're going to cover. So just really quick, before we get started, a quick little disclaimer, just kind of let you know, I'm not making any promises or guarantees that works for everybody. It does vary student to student, but I do advise everyone to trade smart and wisely because you can lose a lot of money in trading. There is a very high risk in it. Now, regarding about what we're going to cover, I'm going to teach you specifically how to follow the big money, how these big orders go up, who runs them up, and just basically how to just follow them. You know what I mean? Because what makes these stocks go up and go down are buyers and sellers. And by knowing where those buyers and sellers, it's going to make you make smarter and better trading decisions in today's markets. Now, let's go into the live markets because there were a couple of really cool things that happened today I do want to share with a lot of you. And there was a stock that we traded. Hold on. Let me just bring up my default. All right, there we go. All right, so I did a trade this morning on a short on Starbucks. Okay, this one right here. It's about $1,000 on it. I want to show you. This is a pretty cool trade right here. So Starbucks, if I blow this up a little quick here, you could see Starbucks hit a resistance right here and hit a support levels right here. Okay. Now, the thing is this, why did Starbucks stop around $96 and why is it hovering around the $91? Can anybody answer that question? I want to see how you all answer this. Okay. Anyone else? What caused that stock from doing that? The students here buying and selling. That's a good one. Close. We're gonna need more than that. All right. Well, it's because these are support levels. That is resistance levels. That's resistance. This is support. Now, this is what we're going to learn right now. You all said the right answer. It's buyers and sellers. So what I want to show you here is this. This is called level 4. And what you're seeing right here, fellow traders, is, make this up a little bigger for you so you guys can see a little bit clearer. Here we go. All right. So here's 9:30 in the morning right here. And then these all algos, these all orders, they all came in at exactly 9:30. And you see these little lines right here. This over here on the right-hand side stands for current order book. This is what's happening on the floor of the exchange. These are every order that's out there. And you're seeing all the orders at every single price range. And you'll notice that the biggest orders are here, 96, 95, and right around here, around the 92, 91 levels. So in between, it's empty. But the big orders are what make the support and resistance. And that's why when it got close to 696, it went down. Now it's down to these big buyers down here between 92 and 91. That's why it won't go any lower. So it all comes down to buyers and sellers. And that's what we're going to be learning in the next few moments. I'm going to show you a couple of quick little tips of how to make better and smarter trading decisions so you know when to get in and know where to get out. So we just clear this up. And let me just put this on the side here. Oops, there we go. But before I go any further, let me just quickly first introduce myself for the people that are watching me for the first time. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I live here in New York. It's the financial capital of the world. I competed against every school in the industry. I beat every school in the industry, in trading. And the way how I got started is because I was 22 years old, didn't know anything, blew up 3 accounts until I realized that I guess the only way to really, but I knew people make money doing this. And I figured that the way people make money doing this is they follow, you got to learn from people, do it every day. So I got a job on Wall Street and as a trader, and let me tell you what I've learned within the first day of trading. I should have never, ever made my first trade. And I deserved everything that happened to me that blew up those 3 accounts, because what was the big difference is I thought I knew how to trade. But the question I learned from my mentors is that it doesn't matter what Fausto thinks. It's what the street thinks. So if you think you think you know more than them, you're going to get burned. So that's why I'm here today. And I am here today to pass on that knowledge over to you, because when my parents, I'm first generation Italian, when my parents came here to this country, my dad always taught me, he says, son, you don't need to learn from the people that are great at it. You just got to learn from people that are very bad at it so you don't do as bad as they do. Okay? That's how you learn. It's like, listen, you hang out with troublemakers, you're going to end up being a troublemaker. You want to hang out with rich people, you end up becoming very rich. That's how it turns out to be. So I've learned, and I surround myself with some of the best traders in the industry. And even till today, people that are gurus that I know, I learned something new, because technology is always changing. So we're always learning something. But before we move forward, as a gift for everybody here, I want to pass something down to all of you. I'm also an author of How to Beat Market Makers at Their Own Game. It's from Wiley, the publishing company. You can go, it's a #1 bestseller on Amazon, and it costs $47, but instead pay me, I am going to give it to you today for free. So all you need to do is email me right now at faustop@ctucorp.com, and I will email you, I will get you my book once we're done at the end of the day. So all you need to do is open up your inbox. Before we forget, type in faustop@ctucorp.com and then write in, please send book, and hit send. Here we go. And you can see Roger wants a book. All these people. Look at all these people. Harry, Lisa, Daniel, Tammy. Look at all these people that emailed me. I just finished a webinar just now. Look at all these people that emailed me. Tim, LS, Max. Look at all these people here. Jim, keep going on. Book. Everybody wants a copy of my book. So if you want a copy of my book, because I just did an event 11, and I'm doing another one with another group, which is you guys. But if you want to be part of it, listen, it's a fast read. It's a great read. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. It's going to train you to continue, if you like what we're doing today, to do better and how to do it when you're done. So I'm also featured on a lot of financial stations, but but specifically NASDAQ, I do a lot of presentations for, because they want you to learn how to trade their markets. So I'm going to go over that really quick with you. I'm going to show you exactly how to trade the exchange and why most of you fail, and not going to fail after a day today, because you're going to realize that you've been trading blind this whole time. All right. Randall says, I got a hard copy. You love it. Well, thank you very much, Randall. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. It's nice. Got good color examples, and and it is a fast read. I did that on purpose. I'm also been married for 25 years, 26 actually. I got 3 wonderful sons. I think part of being a good trader is that I get to spend more time with my family. And I also do other things that I enjoy, love. I also have a home living channel called Fausto Home Living. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. and I teach you how to make authentic Italian sauce, how to raise backyard chickens, how to go fishing. These are things that we do, and I like to share with you because, listen, I don't trade all day, and, when you're get to my age, it's not about fast cars and fast girls and going to clubs and traveling. When you get to my age, I like to kind of take things step back because these are really things that I think keep me focused on being a good trader. But the thing is this is not about me. Okay. I'm just to let you know that I'm a human just like you are. And I'm just a trader passing my knowledge over to you because there's a lot of you here need to know the difference between real gurus and fake gurus. Okay. And I want to let you know the big differences. And the main big difference is who really trained you. And the way I'm going to train everybody here is about how to follow the big money. That's basically it. If you're not following the big money, you're not following anybody. And that means you're trading blind. So I'm going to do a quick poll. I want to ask everybody a quick question. First of all, how long has everybody been investing for? How long you guys been trading? And I mean, just taking it seriously. I'm not talking about, I've been doing it for 30 years. Yeah, you've been trading full time for 30 years. I knew you had a second job. Just tell me, want to see you brand new, 1 year, 5 years, whatever it is. Great. Now, I'm going to share that poll. And you could see right here that good. So we got a lot of brand new people. 1 to 5 years is awesome. Okay. Some of you have been doing it for a while. So listen, you could always teach an old dog new tricks. I learn something new all the time. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to do another poll, which is very important. Have you ever taken paid education? Have you ever learned from somebody, had a guru? So give me a yes or a no. Let's see how all of you guys answer this. Now, I would answer that personally as a yes. I didn't go out there being self-taught. I did. And then when I lost, then I ended up learning from the right person. Okay. So you could see here that there's not that many of you. It's like 50-50, which is actually pretty interesting. That's okay. You know what? Sometimes you got to learn from different people before you really can kind of learn, what you like, because some people like vanilla, some people like chocolate, some people like strawberry, some people don't like ice cream at all, but it's what works for you. And you need to take education from several different people before you find it, which is your style. Now, let's talk about what's happening with the market right now. Now, obviously, you could see that we've been having some really, really crazy volatility lately. I mean, we had a 1,000-point drop, which we haven't seen in a long time. So there are always opportunities to get in there, and you will always see buyers step in. I tell this to everyone all the time. It's healthy that the market crashes, okay? Because it'll show if there's still buyers out there. There are always going to be buyers. And not only that, but how many of you here wish you could have bought some of the stocks that took off, last week when we had the crash, or, last year? So there are always going to be buyers. Listen, if we have a financial crisis, everyone's house going to go to zero? No, there's always going to be someone who's going to be interested in buying it. And you would, you just probably wouldn't pay the prices today because they're too much. So there's always going to be a correction. So we need to know when the buyers step in. And how do we do that? With two tools, level 3 and level 4. Now, my question to everybody here is this. I'm going to do a poll. Now, does anybody have level 3 AK book viewer? So just give me a yes, no, I'm not sure. Let me see. Terry, you could answer. Thank you, Terry. You got it from me. Well, once again, just put it in the poll so everybody else could see it. I want to see how everybody answers this question. All right, so you could see here that end the poll. I'm going to share it. So a lot of you don't have it. So let me just tell you something. What you're about to see right now is going to be very disturbing, and I'll tell you why. First, you're going to be like, why is there not more people talking about it? And I could tell you why is because they never worked on Wall Street. They were never a market maker. Maybe they were a gym teacher or, an engineer somewhere. But unless you actually listen, if I want to learn to be a doctor, I want to learn from doctors. Okay. If I want to learn to be a cook, I'm going to learn from a chef. right? You want to learn from you want to learn from traders, you got to learn from traders. So that's the reason why. So what you're going to see is going to be disturbing because you're going to actually know the real truth of how now to read the future of the market. And the future is, where are the orders? So you have a game plan. So what we're going to cover is something called iceberg orders. These are big block orders that run the market. Now, we're looking at something called NASDAQ Book Viewer. What is Book Viewer? I'm going to tell everybody where to get it. Okay. But let me show you how to read it first. So it gets confusing because you're looking at all these numbers and like, what the hell am I looking at? Okay. I get it. Right. But it's not as complicated as you think. So let me explain to you what we're looking at. You're looking at the stock symbol Google. And in Google, we're seeing buyers and we're seeing sellers. We're looking at every single person around the entire world that wants to buy Google and wants to sell Google. Now, whoever wants to buy Google is up here on top. Whoever wants to sell Google for less money is down at the bottom. Whoever wants to sell Google for the least amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell for more money is down at the bottom. Now you have three columns: the price, the amount of shares, and how many orders make up those shares. Now you'll notice that there are a lot of three-digit numbers: 200, 100, 300, 500. And then when you get down here on the sell side, you'll notice here at 182, there's a 168,000 share seller. That is basically a 6-digit number where everyone's showing 3 digits. So you're seeing, now you're seeing the bigger block orders, what we call an iceberg order. So we're looking specifically for those iceberg orders, because what iceberg orders do, that's what makes supports and resistance levels. So let me show you how we read it. So right here, you have a stock starting Facebook Meta, and it went from 466 and it came all the way down to a price of $44, 443. And it stops right there. And then stock goes back up to 460. Now, why did it stop at 443? Could anyone, let's see how some of you answer this question. Why did the stock stop at 440, 443? What made it bounce from that number? What do you think, everyone? Buyers. There was a buyer out there. Not a buyer, 160,000 share buyer, and there were 40 people out there that made it all the way down here. So when you're looking at a stock and you wonder, why is the stock going down and when's it going to stop? And how would I known it would have stopped and bounced and when went up from there, is because this order is already limited out there. And exactly, Greg, it's called an iceberg order. Now, if you look up here on top, everyone was always taught how to read supports and resistance levels. And that is false. What you have to focus on is buyers. Buyers make support. You see, you might look back in the past and look for supports and resistance levels, but that support and resistance level cannot coexist unless the buyer is out there and seller out there in the future. So when you see a stock, oh yeah, that was a big support level. I'm like, well, what made you say that? Oh, it happened 3 days ago. Yeah, but sometimes those support levels get broken, and it's all because of those orders out there. Now, let me show you what a resistance levels looks like. Here's a stock, Apple, goes from 223, $223, goes all the way to a price of 227, and then comes back down to 224. Why did it stop at there? It's not because it was resistance levels. It's because there were sellers out there. How would we know where the sellers are? Well, I'm going to look over here on the sell column. I'm going to look for the biggest, brightest iceberg order, which is all the way down here, which is this number right here at 227 for 211,000. And that is where and why the stock did go up and came back down. That is what we call trading. That's how we follow the big block orders. Now, my question to everyone here is this. Did I lose anybody yet? Is everybody following along? Just give me a yes or no. No if you're not following along. Give me a yes if you're following along. And if you don't answer, then you're going to make me pissed off because that means you're not paying attention. All right? Awesome. Everyone here said yes, other than Mike. Okay. Don't worry, Mike. I'm paying attention. Listen, I want you to understand something, everybody. I am not here to do any favors. Okay. I am here to help you because what I'm looking for is that I'm looking to teach people that we could trade together. The more we trade together, the more you understand the market works, the better our trading community will be, because there's just too many fake people out there, think they know how to trade, get caught up in these training programs, and they get really upset. But when they actually find someone like me, they kind of relate you to what happened to them in the past, and I don't want that to happen. All right. Now, let's go over a couple of examples we had yesterday. Starbucks fires their CEO and they hire the CEO from Chipotle. So what happened with that, when that news came out, Chipotle tanked, right? Now, is this stock going to zero, everyone? Because of the news? No, right? Listen, I'm going to ask dumb questions and I want dumb answers because some of us don't realize that it's not that complicated. It's not a hard question to answer. Now, what is going to stop it from it going lower, everyone? What's going to prevent it from not going to zero? Buyers. Okay. Now, my next question to you is this. Do you see buyers on a chart? Yes or no? No. I feel like I'm leading the witness, but I'm just trying to keep things simple. It's called the KISS method. Keep it super simple. So how do we find the buyers? We have to go check out the order. You have to see where the buyers are. And let me just show you this. Not only did it go down in pre-market, but when the market opened up at 9:30, it even went down even lower. Now, you know, and I know you've been in positions and you're freaking out because you're like, I own this position. I'm losing money, Fausto, or whoever you're talking to. And like, when is it going to stop? I don't know. The only thing I know is what the street's doing. And when I checked out on the street book and I looked at the book out there, boom, I notice there's a buyer right here for 139,000 shares. And there are 60 orders out there. So what do you think in theory is going to happen when we get down to that number 48, everyone? You think the stock's going to go lower or is it going to go higher? What do you think? It's going to go higher, right? It's going to go higher. So when I change the slide here, what happened? 6 million shares right there for 139,000. It goes all the way down there and right at 10 o'clock, bounces, goes up to 52. Okay. I mean, like that. And you're like, how did I not know that? Because how many of you actually did this? You buy it at 49, you sell it at 48 because you're like, oh my God, 30 minutes of market open. I can't afford to lose any more money. You know, I mean, this must be really, really bad. And then wonder as soon as you damn sell it, that damn thing goes up and be like, damn it, I feel like somebody's watching me. And I say this all the time. Nobody's watching you. You are just not watching them. You think they care about your 100 shares? You got 139,000. There's 60 orders out there. They don't care about you. They got orders to fill. And then getting back to the opposite stock that ran because of the news, Starbucks popped. Right at the gate when news came out at 8 o'clock in the morning, it went from 78 all the way to 90. And then when the market opened up, it went from 90 all the way to 94. Now, where is Starbucks going to go? How much higher could Starbucks go? Right? Well, there's one way to figure that one out. Got to know where the people who want to get out too. And when we look over here, we notice that at $95, which is not too far away, you got 556 orders out there that make up 221,000 shares. Now, when you look down that level, level 3, there's not that many sellers out there. Most of them are 4-digit numbers, 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 6,000, 220. That's almost like 100 times more the average than the average order out there at each price. That's what it comes down to. So, did you need someone to tell you that? Did you need an indicator to tell you that? Did you need someone on the financial station to tell you that? It's all about the orders. And seeing the $21 million worth of orders out there is what brought down the stock. Now, I'm going to ask the same question like I asked before. Did that seem hard? Brian says no. Victor says no. No, it's not. It's not. It's not rocket scientist. But you know what? Everybody makes things more complicated. You don't have to do that when it comes to trading. Hell, you know what? I actually did a trade today on Starbucks, right? And like I showed you before, resistance was when the news came out, the stock ran to right around that 96 number, and then it came back down to 90. The only reason why it did that is because the orders were already out there. That's it. Now, you might be asking, Fausto, where can I find Book Viewer? Well, this is what I want to do. Email me. Write me an email right now. Open up your inbox and email me faustop@ctucorp.com, and I will personally send it to you. Okay? So I see we got a few people already sent me the book. They're all interested about the book. Bill, I got yours. Greg, I got yours. Good. All right. So just open up a new email and just type in Fausto again. And just write me, please send level 3, whatever you want to write. Okay. And if you want to write me something quick, comment or something, more than happy to, and just hit send. There we go. All right. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you 2 5-minute videos because you're going to do more harm than good. I don't want to send you to the NASDAQ website because you know what? You'll end up, listen, the defaults are wrong. There's nobody to call. There's none of that. So let's do it the right way. And, you know, because you might end up paying a lot of money for it, which you don't have to. So, you know what? We already did the hard work for you. Just email me and I'll take care of it. Okay. And you'll be very, very happy. Steve, I just got yours. Okay. No problem. Bill, I just got you again. Bill, you emailed me regarding about the book too. Okay. Just got your email. Okay. Perfect. All right. Now listen, now that I told you about the level 3, I'm going to talk about level 4. I'm going to do a popular stock. Okay. I want to do NVIDIA for us. NVIDIA is a really, really cool trade. Now, if anyone here has social media, I want to bring up Instagram. Okay. Bring up my Instagram for a second here. And you could actually subscribe to Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever you're a fan of. Okay. Just all we ask is like us and share us. Okay. When you watch these. Now, I want you to watch this video right here. This was a video that went viral. You could see it right here, had over 1 million views right here. And you could see right here, we post every day. We do podcasts every day. These are all gurus in the industry that are very good at it. But I want to show you this video really quick. And I want you to read it. If you think NVIDIA is going to hit 140, you might be right, but there's one problem. There's a 1.1 million share seller at 135 and another 1.6 at 140. Now, when I bring up, this was done 4 weeks ago, okay? Where are you? If you look at NVIDIA, oh, that's not what I want to show you. This one. So NVIDIA, if you look right here on the long-term chart, you could see when I made that video, it was 4 weeks ago, and it was right here. And you could see it hit that resistance, and it ended up going down to 90. Now, that would be really cool, or a great trade, better yet, that even if you thought the stock was going to go higher to 160, 170, whatever it may be, but why wait for the future when you could take a profit and just buy it back cheaper? Because when you look over here, fellow traders, you are seeing every order out there in the entire world that are trading that stock. And if you look at those lines, you notice right here, 140, 135, 130, 120, and after that, all the way down to 90. There's really no one out there, which is not a very good sign, but you are coming up to some pretty big resistance levels, specifically the 120 and the 140. So you could apply this towards swing trading, day trading, options trading, cryptocurrency trading. We teach all that. But think about how much better and smarter trading decisions if you were able to see these orders. Now, if you like what we're talking about and you want to learn more, this is what we're going to do. So we clear this out. And me get back to my PowerPoint. Where are we? Right here. Okay. So after teaching over 30 years in the market, nothing really has changed other than technology got better, ticket charge got cheaper, and everything else. But the thing that you learn most is that at CyberTrade University, we have a credibility we deal with. We're endorsed and sponsored by more brokerage firms and exchanges than any school in the industry. That alone, with that credibility, will kind of tell you just why we've been around for 30 years and why we do a good job, because we care about our traders. And most importantly, we give you a lot of great customer service. Now, not only that, but we also got a 5-star rating on Google, which is absolutely unheard of. Over 30 years being in business, you know what? We don't ask for it. People been there, done that, and they want to share your thoughts. So go to Google, read some of those reviews. I think you'll enjoy it. Now, what I have right here is this. I want to invite all of you to come into my trading room. Here's my professional trading room. And you'll notice here on top, as of right now, there's only about 178 people. We got about 1,000, and obviously some people work part-time. Maybe they work in the morning, they come in the afternoon, yada, yada, yada. Here's all instructors right here it says C2 staff. These are all our students right here. These are all the traders in there. Now, what you're seeing right here is we got a live audio broadcast that goes on. We do alerts. You can see it right here. We have our main chat. We got stocks that we're watching. And then we got level 4, so you can see what's going on over here. So basically, we're working together like a team. And that's what we do pretty much all day. Now, this is the original trading room that I started over 30 years ago. I know they're popping up all over the place. Well, guess what? You ever had the original cheesecake or the original buffalo wings up in Anchor Bar in Buffalo? Now you're actually going to come and you come to the original trading room. where we've mastered it, and we'll teach you how to play it and how it works. So, oops, wrong one. Now, how could you learn more? You can subscribe to my channels, which is what we just posted, or better yet, you could register and join us in our trading room as we speak. All we ask for is an application fee of $9. Now, I know that might sound ridiculous. Like, why would you ask $9? I paid more money than that. And anyway, how good could it be for $9? Listen, the $9 is just telling us that you're a real person or not. There's one of you that's emailing me right now. I don't know who the hell you are. Your name is Trader, right? Is that what it's called like here? Trader. I don't know who Trader is. I got your email, but I don't know what else. Who are you? So, and not only that, but I feel like if you don't get some skin in the game with a little money in it, you're not going to take it seriously, realistically. And it kind of helps us weed out all the riffraff. So if you are serious and you want to join us in our trading room for 1 week and learn everything that I talked about that I showed you in less than 30 minutes, that's what you're going to get. Now, what we do in a trading room, we do live commentary, okay? Not only that, but you're going to have access to 100 hours of workshops. It's all included for the $9. And there's a money back guarantee. Listen, I don't need your $9. I just need traders I could teach that we could trade together with. And then one last thing I'm going to do as a bonus. If you do register right now, I personally will give you a phone call. Only unless you're in the trading room. Okay? Because you need to see what's going on. You're probably going to have a lot of questions. And we're going to save those questions after you're in the trading room for a few times. Okay? And I love doing that because, first of all, I don't even think anyone here have ever spoken to the owner before, but we do that because we feel like, you know what? If you're going to take it seriously, you might want to talk to us personally, and we can kind of cross that bridge when we get there. Once again, all it is $9. Randall says, true story, he does call you. Yes, awesome. Randall, listen, you know what it is, Randall. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes people need the right questions to be answered. It's like going to the doctor. If you don't trust your doctor, who are you going to trust to have surgery done? You're not going to trust the nurse. You're not going to trust the secretary. You got to talk to the doctor. The doctor knows what's going on. I'm not saying I'm a doctor, but if you want to learn how to trade and we want to make sure it's for you, we need to cross that. We need to have that discussion. All right. Now, does anyone have any other questions? Definitely a lot of people here registered. Keith, Roger, David Otis, tons of you are registering for the book view. That's awesome. But really good. The one before, someone said, when could I start? Somebody say, can I start on Monday? Of course you can start on Monday. Hell, you should start now. But if you want to wait till Monday, you can wait till Monday, but buy it now. And then when you book your appointment, you could always do it from there. Daniel, you're more than welcome. Gillis, we do cover the level 4 in the trading room. So we can show you in real time. Okay. And we have screenshots. We got the videos. We got the live trading going on. You're going to see all that live. All for $9. That's all it costs. And you know what? Sometimes I feel ridiculous. It's like embarrassing to ask $9 for somebody. But like I said before, we're just doing it to make sure that you're a real person or not. Is it available? It is available for you to get. But I think that's the least of your problems right now, Gillis. Right now, you got to find out if trading's for you or not. Okay? We'll give you the link when you come into the room, and we can show it to you. I'm not going to tell you, like, it's like, oh, where do I buy a card? I'm like, well, let me teach you how to drive the car. Like, no, just teach me. Just tell me where to go get it, buy it. I'm like giving the keys to your coffin. That's not going to work. All right. Any other questions? So anyway, a couple of people registered. I want to do a couple of shout outs really quick. Bruce, I got your registration. Welcome aboard. Rick, got your registration. Welcome aboard. Randall, thank you very much. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Yes, we're not going to charge you. If someone just asks, what happens after a week? Nothing. We'll discuss that after. If you want to continue with Cyber Trade University, you know what? And it's making you money. I don't think you probably have a problem to pay for it. But as of right now, you're not paying anything. You're just paying that 1 week trial in that room. And honestly, you only need one good morning or a good afternoon. So you don't have to be there for a whole week. All right. All right, traders, any other questions? I want to get back to the market. It's going to be, I want to get ready for the close, but it's your last chance, or come to our trading room and it won't be your last chance. All right. Well, listen, thank you for coming, everybody. Hope everyone learned a lot. Once again, the big thing is you gotta learn before you can earn. The only way you're gonna learn is follow the orders. If you're not following the orders, you're trading blind. So if you love this job and you want to make a career out of it, you're sick and tired, worried about Social Security going out of business, you're worried about your job, whatever it may be, and you want to make a career knowing that people do make a lot of money doing this, here's your chance. It's $9. So with that said, everyone, thanks for listening. And I look forward to seeing you all in my trading room. All right. And have a happy end of summer.